What's up? My new apparel. It helps, but boy, this is just pain in the ass. Anyways, pay no attention to what's going on in this eyeball. So right now, I have got a shit ton of active starter. I mean, my math didn't math right, and actually my math perfectly fine. It's just that I misread one of the recipes. So for the bagel recipe, it is typically around 332 grams of active starter. But for a bread recipe, it is what I normally expect, and that is 100 grams of active starter. So I have about just a little over 1,000 grams of active starter, not to mention the 300 grams of active starter I have recently just put in the fridge, because as soon as I realized my mathematical error, I'm gonna put that one in the fridge until I get through all of this. So anyways, but it's ready. It's ready. So let's make some bagel dough. I also want to make some bread dough. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is just gonna leave that right there. All right, so let me go set a timer real quick. And I have my cash off. Now I need 300, how many? 325 grams of water. Actually, I want to put the starter in first. That's what I want to do. Okay. Alright, we're going to put in only 100 grams of, oops, yeah, I definitely need to put new batteries in this. 100 grams of Sourdough, which is not very much. Oh shit, that's 200 grams of starter. Yikes. Well, that's not good. Okay, so now I'm not going to put that back in there because it's going to have blueberry stuff in it. And while I have my starter in the refrigerator, I may want to make something else with this stuff. Okay. 130. Oops. 112. That's good right there. Alrighty. Now, how much water? 325 grams. 325 grams. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, whoops. Oh my goodness gracious. And I'm gonna need 485 grams of bread flour or AP with a strong protein. So we actually picked up AP flour at Costco, and that actually has an 11 point, I forget what. I think regular AP is it 10 grams? I don't see it right now, but Costco is 11 point, I don't know what, but 11 point something. I know that's not a 0. Pardon. And so that's sufficient. Okay. So, let's tear that. And what did I say? 485 of the bread flour. Whoops, hold on. Okay, 485. I just want to use this up and get it out of here. I think this is going to do it. Okay, and then what? 10 grams of salt. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we're done with that. Boy, I am sweating something fierce. Okay. Now, actually, I'm going to put this, I don't know what I'm doing. Putting this under the dough hook, so let's bring it back over and get it gone. Just want to scrape the sides a little bit. Okay. Get this out. It might overheat a little bit because that was some heavy dough, that bagel dough. Whoa. And I have noticed that my Cuisinart struggles with that. So this ought to be a breeze, considering this is much less heavy. Oh, look at it. Oh. I know. What is the dough hook? I think it's 3 to 5. I want medium, so it's 4. Okay. And we're going to also let that rest for an hour before we do stretch and folds and I thought we were doing coils too. I guess not. Okay, that's fine. Even better. So, what am I doing here? I think that's it. So we're not trying to knead this. We just don't want any dry spots. That's all. And I do not see any. I do not see any. No, no, not any. I see none. No, no, not any. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, that is all we do for this one. I'm gonna actually scrape the sides down real fast. And we're actually done with this now. I'm not gonna put it back yet. I need to clean it up. But anyways, okay, there we go. And we're gonna let that rest for 1 hour, just like the bagels. Yeah. So when it comes to the bulk fermentation, let's see, is it bulk fermentation or final proof? Whichever one it is, I think it's a final proof. I'm gonna do that in the refrigerator because I want the blisters. The blisters on the crust, and the colder your dough, the more wonderful and many the blisters become. So this is the Artisan Loaf dough ball. This one did not require me to do any kneading to it. Just let the shaggy ball just sit there and rest.
Still working on it, huh?
Well, I'm just doing stretch and folds right now.
Oh.
The bagel is pretty much done till tomorrow. I'm just gonna do the bread. I'm gonna try to do a sandwich loaf. I don't know. Oops. Okay. All right. Number 2 is in the books. Okay. Whoops. This is the final stretch and fold. I don't know if you can see that. You see how loose this dough is now? Okay, now what we gonna do? After your final stretch and fold, place your dough in the bowl, seam side down. And allow it to bulk ferment for 4 to 6 hours. So let's get our hands wet again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Side down. Okay. See? Water. Hardly anything. Alright, so this is going to bulk ferment for 4 to 6 hours. I would expect it to be maybe just a 4-hour bulk ferment, just simply because it's very warm in this house right now. So we will see you back in just the blink of an eye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? Okay. See you in the morning. Sorry, baby. Good morning. So I just pulled my bread dough, not loaf, out of the refrigerator, and I'm about to pull the preheated Dutch oven out of the oven. Then I'm going to, actually, before I do that, let me do this. I'm gonna make a score on this thing. So I'm just gonna do this. Rose, I really need you to stop whining, honey. I really, really do. Okay? Okay. So I am going to, so this is another sourdough tip, and that is to essentially put the floured. Oh yeah, look at that. Put the floured paper towel at the bottom of your Banneton. All right, let me get my scribe. Where are you, baby? Where are you? There she is. So we're gonna do a 1-inch score, and by that I mean 1 inch deep. It helps with the oven spring and the rise. You know, the oven spring and the ear development. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, we're gonna get some good rise out of that one, I say. And then I've never done this before, but I'm going for it. There. Now, let's get all this out of the way and bring the Dutch oven in. Hot. Whoops. Okay, pick this up. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around. It's starting to flatten. What's up with that? I don't think I like that, yo. I did that last night when I shaped it in the ball. It's been a while since I made bread. I don't remember it doing that shit. So let's put this in. I'm not going to put an ice cube in simply because I don't have ice cubes. So, into the oven with this beauty. Let me show you what it looks like before I put the lid on. Hot pad. Okay. Oh shit, I apologize. Anyways, so there you go. This is gonna look like, whoops. Okay, obviously I didn't tighten this up. I apologize. Let me, anyways, this is gonna look like wheat, supposedly. And this is gonna be a hell of a ear. So, let me put it in the oven now. I don't know why I left the oven door open. That's kind of stupid. Let's flip that sucker over. There it goes. Okay. Oh, I brought the whole thing. Wonderful. I guess that means it melted. That can't be good. Did it really melt? It stuck to it. I shouldn't have stuck to it. Doesn't seem melted. Didn't feel like plastic towels, but that was very strange. Anyway. Alright, so I don't even know how long that cooks for. Let me look real quick. 35 minutes. Okay, we're gonna cook it for 35 minutes. I am not going to put ice cubes in because I don't have them. But what I will do is right before, probably about 15 minutes before I take the lid off. So in 15 minutes, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna spray the top with water. And that will help, develop that color, as well as I'm going to cook the last, maybe 10 minutes, not 15. I'm going to cook the last 10 minutes. I'm turning around this way, that way there's glare no matter which way. Anyways, the last 10 minutes I'm going to cook with the lid off to get a nice crust. And because this thing did a cold, sorry, I just woke up. I can't think properly. Not a bulk fermentation, but a, what the hell is it called? It did the, hold on. Cold proof. Durr. I don't know why I can never remember that. Cold proof. Anyways, the cold proofing allows for the beautiful consequence of blisters on your crust, and lots of them. And so, looking forward to this. We'll see what happens. It looked like it was flattening out. I'm not sure what happened. I definitely pulled it a little sooner than I think I should have for the bulk fermentation. And that's probably why it's flattening. And that's going to be a bummer. So if that happens, I will try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. All right, I'm going to go set the timer. And then we'll be back to pull it out. And then we'll let it cool. And then we'll cut her open. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, 25 minutes has passed. Let me take a look and see how it's going. Let me go ahead and take the lid off. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, it has the oven spring of an angel. Let me turn you around. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, let me turn the light on. Actually, shut this real quick off. Now, look at that. Look at this ear. It's not quite as lifty, but OMG, look at that. Ah! Okay, so now I'm going to put that into, whoa, let me flip here. So I'm going to put this back into the oven. And I'm going to put that in for 10 minutes. And I may take it out and then put it in for 5, depending on how the coloring goes. But I think 10 minutes without the lid on is going to be perfection. It smells divine. Let's just take a real quick look at our bagel dough. So it's coming to room temperature. It's not quite as big as it needs to be, but we're almost there. So, whoops. Okay. All right. Hey Google, set a 10-minute timer. All right, in 10 minutes I will take it out. We'll do a double check, see if it needs to go in without any pan. For another 5, I don't think it will. Typically, we're good. 7. Anyways, and then I'm going to wait for an hour. 1 hour at least before I cut into it. We don't want to create a gummy situation, which will happen if you cut into your baked goods too early. You don't have to cool them down to completely cold, but you have to get them to, you know, it's usually an hour of cooling down, especially for a loaf of bread. But I got to get my temperature, because before I take it out and call it done, I want to make sure the internal temperature is correct. It should be, I want to say 200. Let's see if she lists it. Yep, 200. So as long as it's at 200, it is done in the middle, and that's all I'm looking for. But I do want that beautiful golden crust, which we will achieve that as well. So, see you in a few. Okay, so the timer just went off, and I'm going to take a look and see where we're at. Okay. For those of you that don't have a set of these gloves, not these specifically, but the type of glove is what I'm talking about, with the silicone and the heavy duty, you know, heat absorber. Oh my goodness. Oh, goddamn, that looks good. Oh my God, Becky. Would you look at this thing? All right, I'm gonna bring you over here because I need to bring it over here. And let me get a cooling rack. Okay. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, let me put this here. All right, I'm gonna go grab it and bring it over. There's the bottom, did not burn. There's the top, look at that ear. And look at my wheat, my wheat. Got a brush to take a lot of that flour off. Oops. Now, I don't see, and it's unfortunate, I don't see all the little bliss. Oh, yeah, I do. I see some. I've made sourdough loaves that had way more blistering than what I'm seeing on here. So what I'm gonna do? Let's see here. I just wanna. I really like that Dutch oven I got. I have a round one as well. I've had that one forever, but woo, what a mess this is gonna make. Goodness. Okay, there you have it. We will do the crumb test in a little bit, but I like what I'm seeing right here. Looking good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Ah! All right, we'll be back in an hour. Blink of an eye for you. Okay, it's been a little over an hour of cool down. It feels nice and cool. Let me get a cutting board. Isn't she pretty? She's pretty. That was a blister that I accidentally popped. And she's not rised real well, but I think we're gonna, well, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. It's been a long time since I baked a loaf of bread, and I'm not sure what to expect. So let's just cut into it. And I'm gonna let you see it before I see it. Oh, that feels soft. Oh my God. Oops. All right, are you ready? Look at that. Ooh. Nom, 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 nom. Look at that. Good Lord. Oh my God, Becky. I am not unhappy with this loaf. In fact, I'm not unhappy at all. I am thrilled. So, yay! Y'all gotta go check out the Sourdough Hoe. This is her recipe. I'm about to finish up the bagels, which are also her recipe. I mean, I have already pre-ordered her cookbook because I have found her to be just so helpful in my sourdough game. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Just so helpful. And I've been at the sourdough thing for, what, almost 7 years now? Rose, what's the matter, baby girl? Really? But you've been fed and I gave you a little extra, plus I gave you treats. And I freshened up your water. She's dramatic, don't listen to her. Anyway, so I'm so thrilled. This is soft, it's crispy. I mean, like, you know, texturally speaking, the outside is crispy but not hard. Good Lord. Yay! Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get a chance to play around with some sourdough. If you don't know how to make sourdough, the Sourdough Hoe teaches. There's a lot of people out there that teach, but I have grown to trust her tremendously just because I have found her advice to really be helpful and help elevate my sourdough game. I mean, I think I'm going to be called the bagel granny now. You know, that's like the easiest thing in the world to make. But it's heavy on the mixer, so I might have to get like a different mixer. One geared more towards you know, sourdough baking. Anyways, all right. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Jasmine, if you want to come by and pick this up, come on. Because even though I told him that I was making sourdough, Brett still bought a loaf because what I say and what I do are often sometimes not the same thing. It all depends on, you know, how I feel, what I want to do, and what I'm able to do on any given day are not always the same thing. So anyways, I'm gonna bag this up and whatnot, but seriously, if you want it, Jasmine, come on by on your way to or home from work, whichever one, it doesn't matter to me. And it's all you. Okay? All right. Mom, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm hoping to hear from my neurologist today so that I can start treatment on all this stuff. But I'll give you an update on that later. So, hope you have a wonderful day. We're having a cool down. Hope that means you're getting a cool down where you're at. And we'll talk to you later. All right. Peace.